गर्भसंकर्षणात्तं वै प्राहुः संकर्षणं भुवि रामेति लोकरमणात् बलभद्रं बलोच्छ्रयात् गर्भसंकर्षणात्. Because he'll be taken Garbhasankarshanat, because he'll be taken from the womb of Devaki to that of Rohini. Tam, him, Rohini Nandana, the son of Rohini. Why, indeed, Prahu, people will call Sankarshanam by the name Sankarshana. Bhuvi, in the world, Rama iti, he will also be called Rama. Loka Ramanat, because of his special mercy in enabling people in general to become devotees. Balabhadram, he will also be called Balabhadra. Bala Uchrayat, because of extensive bodily strength. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation. The son of Rohini will also be celebrated as Sankarshana because of being sent from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. He will be called Rama because of his ability to please all the inhabitants of Gokula. And he'll be known as Balabhadra because of his extensive physical strength. 3 names for the son of Rohini. Please repeat this translation after me. The son of Rohini will also be celebrated as Sankarshana because of being sent from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. He will be called Rama because of his ability to please all the inhabitants of Gokula. And he'll be known as Balabhadra because of his extensive physical strength. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. These are some of the reasons why Balaram is known as Sankarshana, Balaram, or sometimes Rama. In the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. People sometimes object when Rama is accepted as Balaram. But although devotees of Lord Rama may object, they should know that there is no difference between Balaram and Lord Rama. Here, Srimad Bhagavatam clearly states that Balaram is also known as Rama, Rameti. Rameti Loka Ramanat, Rameti, also known as Rama. Therefore, it is not artificial for us to speak of Lord Balaram as Lord Rama. Jayadev Goswami also speaks of 3 Ramas: Parshurama, Raghupati Rama, and Balarama. All of them are Ramas. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Yat kripatamaham vande Paramananda Madhavam Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Vancha kalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Krishna is speaking to Yogamaya. He is ordering Yogamaya to do certain things and also to appear as the daughter of Yashoda. And because Balaram, the very first expansion of Krishna in the spiritual world, in Krishna's personal planet, Goloka Vrindavana, he is Krishna himself. Balaram is Krishna. Means there is only one supreme soul. One supreme soul. Krishna, Balaram, Rama, Narsimha, Vamana. One soul. But the forms, the activities, the names, the qualities are variegated. Variety. And because the Lord is the Supreme Lord, Krishna is unlimited, so unlimited forms, unlimited names, unlimited qualities, unlimited activities. Activities means pastimes, lila. Unlimited paraphernalia, unlimited devotees. In each form that the Lord is present, eternally present in the spiritual world, and he also comes down to the material world, also in different forms from the spiritual world. He has got both in the spiritual world and the material world, he has got unlimited devotees. Each of those forms have unlimited devotees. So this has to be carefully understood. When it is said Krishna has unlimited forms, we should not mistake our forms to be the different forms of Krishna. We have material forms. Krishna has only spiritual forms. Now, in the scriptures it is said, as spirit soul, we are not this material body, we are spirit soul. We also have a spiritual form. That is our original form. That is our eternal form. But that form is covered now by a material form. In the spiritual world, there are pure devotees who are living entities, jivatmas, like us. But they are eternally present in the spiritual world as devotees of the various forms of the Supreme Lord. They all are present in their original spiritual form. So when we say Krishna has many forms, even though the devotees of Krishna have spiritual forms in the spiritual world, they are not Krishna. They are not God. Even in the spiritual world, even though they are liberated, even though they have spiritual form, even though they are eternally present in their spiritual form, they are very, 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 very insignificant, tiny personalities. And Krishna, Rama, Narsimha, Vamana, all of them are unlimited personality each. Each of them are unlimited person. This is difficult to understand for us. That if each one is unlimited, how can they all be present in the spiritual world? This means the spiritual world is unlimited. Spiritual world is unlimited. And because they are unlimited person, each one of them, they have unlimited devotees. And where are all these devotees? They're all present in each of the personal planet of each of the forms of the Supreme Lord. Each of the forms. So those planets, they're called Vaikuntha planets. And they are also unlimited each. Unlimited each. But even though there are unlimited devotees of the unlimited Supreme Lord in his various forms, the devotees are never unlimited. Devotees are never unlimited. They're always limited, whether in the spiritual world or in the material world, whether in spiritual form or having material form. Always the jiva, the living entity, is limited, and the Supreme Lord in his form as Krishna, Rama, Narsimha, Vamana, all of them are unlimited person. Each one of them is unlimited person. So these different forms of the Supreme Lord, his personal form, we say his personal form, they are one person, but at the same time, they all have unique, different forms. There are differences. of form, there are differences of names, there are differences of qualities, there are differences of activities, there are differences of paraphernalia. So, this is explained very carefully in the scriptures. And other than those who follow the acharyas in the parampara system, other than those who follow the acharyas, everyone else is not aware accurately about these differences and similarities. They're all confused. They're all confused. And they have their own theories because they don't follow the proper authority, or sometimes they themselves speculate. They come to some wrong conclusion. So we can understand the truth about the Supreme Lord Krishna only if we hear from Krishna directly in the Bhagavad Gita, or we hear from Shukadev Goswami in the Bhagavatam. Shukadev Goswami is describing the events leading to Krishna's appearance in this world as the son of Devaki. So one of the events is Krishna in the spiritual world ordering Yogamaya. Yogamaya is also in the spiritual world. Yogamaya is one of the energies, spiritual energies of the Supreme Lord, who in the spiritual world is making all arrangements for Krishna's pastimes, making all arrangements for the devotees in the spiritual world to serve Krishna, who's creating, or rather who is enabling all the facilities for both Krishna and the devotees to eternally be engaged in, for Krishna to be engaged in his loving pastimes with his devotees, and for the devotees to serve Krishna in varieties of ways, unlimited varieties. So this is Yogamaya. And that Yogamaya also appears in this material world when Krishna appears. So she appeared as, when Krishna appeared as the son of Devaki, Yogamaya appeared as the daughter of Yashoda. Balaram, he first appeared as the son of Devaki. And this is the Leela of the Supreme Lord. That he appears means he enters the womb of Devaki as the seventh son of Devaki and Vasudeva. And before he can come out of the womb of Devaki, he is transferred by Yogamaya under the order of Krishna to the womb of his eternal mother, Rohini. Eternal mother, Rohini. And because he was taken from the womb of Devaki to that of Rohini, Garbha Sankarshanat, Rahuhu Sankarshanam. That's how he got the name Sankarshana. Now, this is not known normally to people. When actually Devaki became pregnant for the seventh time, before that, the 6 children born of Devaki were killed by Kamsa. Now everyone is waiting. Now the seventh child is going to be born of Devaki. But before the child could come out of the womb of the mother, out of Balaram, before he could come out of Devaki's womb, he was transferred to the womb of Rohini. So, the people in the palace of Kamsa, they thought, and everyone, including Devaki, she thought that the child died in the womb itself before it could even come out. And there was the fear that as soon as the child comes out, like the earlier 6 children, the child will be killed by Kamsa. But they thought, unfortunately, the child died in the womb of Devaki before even it could come out. That's what they thought. But actually, the child was transferred. So what about Rohini? Rohini, they thought she is having a child, and Balaram appeared out of the womb of Rohini, and therefore he is known as the son of Rohini. And Rohini is one of the queens of Vasudeva. So Balaram becomes known as the son of Rohini and Vasudeva. But actually, before being transferred to the womb of Rohini, Balaram originally, means in the first appearance in this world, he entered the womb of Devaki as the 7th son of Vasudeva and Devaki. So, how did this become revealed to the people? This happened when Garga Muni was sent by Vasudeva to the house of Nanda Maharaj. For Garga Muni was the Acharya of the Yadu dynasty. Vasudeva belonged to the Yadu dynasty. So Vasudeva had actually transferred Krishna from Devaki's lap to Yashoda's house on the order of Krishna, to protect Krishna against the atrocities of Kamsa. Because Vasudeva and Devaki were very, very anxious. 6 children killed by Kamsa. 1 child died in the womb itself. So extremely anxious. What is going to happen to the 8th child? So the 8th child definitely was born. Extraordinary birth. That the Lord who had entered the womb of Devaki appeared in his 4-handed form. Beautiful, brilliant, exquisite form. Krishna appeared. And immediately Devaki and Vasudeva were very, very, very pleased, exceedingly joyful. They became fearless. And then they understood the prediction that the 8th child of Devaki and Vasudeva will be the cause of Kamsa's death. Immediately they understood. The Supreme Lord has appeared as our son because they had prayed to the Supreme Lord that we want a son like you. Krishna said, nobody is like me. Nobody is there who's like me. So Krishna said, if you want a son like me, I myself have to appear as your son. So Krishna was very pleased with their austerities, with their tapasya, with their prayers. He said, I'll appear as your son. And as he had promised, he appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, the eighth son. So then Vasudeva and Devaki offered nice prayers, but they also expressed their anxiety. At the back of the mind, whatever is happening, this cruel Kamsa, he is very, 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 very dangerous person as far as their experience goes so far. So we don't know how the Supreme Lord has appeared. But what will Kamsa do? Because when they know the Supreme Lord has appeared, they know that Kamsa cannot do anything to the Supreme Lord. But still, this is the affection that parents have for their child. After all, he has appeared in an exquisite four-handed form. But the relationship between Devaki and Vasudeva with the Supreme Lord as their beloved child, as their son, that relationship is not some temporary thing. It is not a temporary phenomena. Lord is eternal. Lord's relationship with his devotees is eternal relationship. So they could understand that Lord has appeared in this form for some particular purpose. But as our child, how can we protect this child against Kamsa? So after offering their prayers, they express their anxiety, both Devaki and Vasudeva, that we are very afraid of this Kamsa. He has killed your elder brothers, 6 of them, and the 7th one died in the womb itself. So at any cost, we don't want you to be killed by Kamsa. We don't want to lose you. So what can we do for protecting you? Now this feeling that they had for protecting the child is their parental affection for the Lord. In expressing such parental feelings, it's called Vatsalya Bhava, parents have towards their child. Affectionate relationship as the father, as the mother, father or mother. So one of the things they want to do is to protect the child, particularly because when the child is just a newborn child, it is totally helpless. As long as the child was in the mother's womb, everything was perfect. But as soon as the child comes out of the mother's womb, of course, this is a pastime only in the material world. Krishna has got 2 kinds of pastimes. One is the eternal pastimes in the spiritual world. Spiritual world, there is no birth. Spiritual world, there is no birth. Spiritual world, there is no killing of demons. There are no demons in the spiritual world. So no killing of demons. No danger from demons, even for the devotees. So these pastimes of killing of demons, taking birth, and then growing up. Krishna appeared, was transferred. Then in Nanda Gokula as the son of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, Krishna grew up. This growth never happens in the spiritual world. There's no growth in the spiritual world. Why? Growth is only for material form. Material body appears to grow. Actually, even matter does not grow. Matter does not grow. And spirit also does not grow. Spirit does not grow. Spirit is unchanging reality. Eternal reality. And matter as material energy is also eternal reality. But when this matter is manifested as this body, or manifested as this table, or manifested as any of the material objects after what happens, what is called as creation. So this creation is a very, 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 very mystical thing that happens. And only who can create? The Supreme Lord creates. Nobody else can create. No Jiva, no Devata, no Yogi, no Tapasvi. Nobody can create. Only the Supreme Lord can create. And what does He do in terms of creating in this material world? Spiritual world, there is no creation. Everything is eternal. Everyone is eternal. There is no matter there. Everything is spiritual. So in the material world, there are these living entities, these jivatmas, who are averse to serving the Supreme Lord and who want to be independent, who want to imitate Krishna, or who want to enjoy like Krishna, want to lord over others. These living entities are given a chance by Krishna in the material world. When Krishna performs this another Leela, which is not there in the spiritual world, this Leela is called the Leela of creation, maintenance and destruction. Krishna performs this Leela. But Krishna does not personally do this creation, maintenance, destruction. He expands as Vishnu, another form of his, he himself. And Vishnu does the creation, maintenance, destruction. And when Vishnu does it, he does it like a totally different person, completely different from Krishna. He has got his form, he has got his name, he has got his activity, he has got his paraphernalia, he has got his devotees, everything. And this creation, maintenance, destruction, because everything the Lord does is spiritual. Even though we say material creation, it is actually not material creation. It is a spiritual creation. Because the Lord is completely spiritual. His activities are spiritual. What He creates is also spiritual. So this has to be carefully understood. The material energy, as far as Krishna is concerned, is not material energy. It is the spiritual energy. It is the spiritual energy of Krishna. Krishna is only spiritual energy. He doesn't have any material energy. But when Krishna wants to satisfy the desires of these foolish living entities who are rebellious, want to imitate Krishna, Krishna employs his spiritual energy in the material world as material energy. For whom? Material energy for these foolish living entities. That material energy is the spiritual energy employed by Krishna for creating, maintaining, and destroying this material world. So, Krishna employs his spiritual energy as material energy in the material world. When he employs the spiritual energy as material energy, then that material energy appears to be different than the spiritual energy. The material energy transforms into what is called as matter. And that transformation happens by the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction. So that's a very elaborate subject that is very detailed way described in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, sixth canto, seventh canto, eighth canto, ninth canto. All the 9 cantos are describing this creation, maintenance, and destruction. It's a very elaborate subject. But the 10th canto is very special. In the 10th canto, what is described is Krishna's original pastimes in the spiritual world and also Krishna's peculiar pastimes in the material world. As I've already said, this birth pastime is a peculiar pastime only in the material world. Killing of demons like Kamsa, Bakasura, Gasura, Putana. This also only in the material world. There are no demons in the spiritual world. Therefore, no killing of any demons. No necessity of killing. There's no death in the spiritual world. So I was telling there is no growth of this body because it's matter. Matter does not grow. Spirit does not grow. Then what is this so-called growth? It is actually continuously different bodies are being created by the mystic power of Krishna. Whose mystic power? Krishna's mystic power. Continuously new bodies are being created. And as soon as one new body is created, if it resembles the previous body of the jiva, then that old body is immediately destroyed. immediately destroyed. So continuously this body is changing. And that changing body, we call it as body is growing under illusion. Because at the time of death, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, 13th verse of the second chapter, Tatha dehantara praptihi. What is it? Dehantara. Even at death, the body changes, just like it is changing from childhood to youth to old age. Even at death, the body is changing. But this change is different than the change that happens from childhood to youth to old age. In childhood to youth to old age, the resemblance is there between the childhood form and the youthful form. The resemblance is there externally. It's a completely different body. It's not the same body, but it resembles. When the body changes at death, no resemblance at all. No resemblance at all. So therefore, at death, dehantara, it is actually a change of body. But it is different. In several ways, it is different than the change of body at the time of growing, so-called growth from childhood to youth to old age. So there is no growth. There's only changing bodies. So in one book, cover, Prabhupada said, Science of Self-Realization. Make the cover, he told one of his disciples to paint changing bodies. How the body is changing from birth to death, and even beyond death, it is again change of body only. So what are we doing when we think we are growing? We are leaving one body, entering another body. Every moment, we are changing bodies. Every moment. Therefore, those who are self-realized, dhiras tatra na muhyati, those who are self-realized, they know what is happening. Self-realization means I know what is happening. I'm not this body. And what about the body? Body is continuously changing. And what am I doing? I'm leaving one body and I'm entering another body. If you leave one and enter another, you can say change, correct? The same body, where is the question of change? So, you are continuously getting, each one of us, all of us, as far as the material body is concerned, we're continuously getting new bodies. So, in that sense, devotees can celebrate their birthday every moment. Only devotees can do this. And how do they celebrate their birthday every moment? In Krishna consciousness. We are always enjoying spiritual bliss in devotional service to Krishna. In devotional service to Krishna. Not only as spirit soul, a devotee is engaged in serving Krishna, which is his eternal activity, but even in this material body also is engaged in Krishna's service. And thereby what happens? The material effect of illusion that this body is full of miseries, it is temporary, it is made up of horrible substances, all that is completely absent for a devotee who is Krishna conscious. It is absent from his consciousness. Because devotee is enjoying serving Krishna every moment, both as the spirit soul and as the covering of this present body. Even body also engaged in Krishna's service. Mind also engaged in Krishna's service. Intelligence also engaged in Krishna's service. Ego also engaged in Krishna's service. All the four coverings, there are four coverings for the soul. Each one of us has soul in the present condition. The first covering of the soul is the false ego covering. That's how creation takes place. First, the false ego covers the soul. That false ego is a false identity. According to my desire and according to my karma. So anyway, that's an elaborate subject. So, when the devotee engages in devotional service even in the present condition, then the devotee experiences Krishna's reciprocation. Krishna reciprocates because he receives the service of the devotee. And what does Krishna do? Krishna gives the devotee unlimited happiness. Unlimited happiness. Krishna cannot give little because he is unlimited Lord. Whatever he does or whatever he gives or whatever he involves with, everything is unlimited. So Krishna gives unlimited happiness. Just like Krishna rewarded Sudama. The Sudama carried some, what are the chipped rice, avalaki, one small quantity. And Krishna just took one handful. He was carrying some few handfuls. So Krishna took one handful and ate it. And he was very pleased because of the devotion with which Sudama offered. Even though it was a very insignificant thing. Krishna never eats avalaki. By the way, don't offer Krishna avalaki thinking that Sudama offered. Krishna was very pleased. And Krishna rewarded Sudama so generously. So let me also please Krishna by offering one handful of avalaki, dry avalaki. Please don't do that. We are not meant to offer that. Sudama did not have anything else to offer. Of course, if you don't have anything else except one handful of avalaki, you can offer that to Krishna. But we are not in that position. We are not in that situation. So we have to offer the best of what we have. We have to offer the best of what we have. So, how much wealth did Krishna give to Sudama? He gave unlimited wealth. So that's the difference between material benefit and spiritual benefit. Material benefit is always limited. Material benefit is always temporary. Spiritual benefit is unlimited and it is eternal. Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita. Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavati alpamedhasam. Whatever the demigods can give you, material benefits, they're all antavat. They're all temporary. And they're also very limited. They're very limited. Whereas Krishna, when he rewards, he always gives unlimited. Whatever he gives unlimited. And whatever Krishna gives is eternal. Eternal benefit. Unlimited benefit. Therefore, devotees never ask Krishna anything. Never ask Krishna anything. Who will ask? Those who are lacking something, they will ask. I don't have this, give me this. I don't have that, give me that. Or I have something, but I have very little. I want more. Whereas devotees of Krishna, first of all, devotees have one possession which is different from everybody else's possessions, whatever they may possess in this world. Devotees have Krishna. So when they have Krishna, what more could they aspire or desire for? What more do you want if you have Krishna? You have the unlimited Lord Himself with you. Why would you want anything else? Therefore, devotees don't ask Krishna anything. They never ask Krishna anything. And if it sometimes seems like they've lost Krishna, then what do they want back? They want back only Krishna. In exchange for having lost Krishna, will they accept anything else? Wealth or some other substitutes? No, never. Never. That is also demonstrated by Krishna in his pastimes. Okay? So, devotees never ask Krishna for anything. And if at all Krishna says, I want to give you something, please ask for something. What will they say? Krishna, we only want you. That's all. We don't want anything else. We want you. So, Krishna says, to whom does he offer himself? As opposed to giving so many other things that he can give. Because he owns everything. So he can give you whatever you want. So, if you ask for Krishna anything other than Krishna himself, he will give you that. But he will not offer himself. If you ask Krishna for nothing, nothing means I don't want anything else other than you, then Krishna will not easily give himself. He doesn't give himself. So he will offer himself to his devotee only when the devotee will not accept anything and will continue to serve Krishna even if Krishna does not give anything to the devotee. Even if Krishna does not apparently respond to the devotee's service, the devotee will go on serving Krishna, serving Krishna, serving Krishna, serving Krishna. And every time you serve Krishna, Krishna asks, what do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? No, no, no. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. Even devotees don't ask Krishna, I want you. They're very clever. How can I ask Krishna, I want you? So they are very clever. Devotees are very clever. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us how to be clever devotee. He says, I don't want dhanam, janam, sundarim, all these things which these materialistic people ask in this world to devatas or to anybody else. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhakti rahetuki tvai. Even want liberation. Therefore, even life after life, even if I have to take millions of births in this material world, remain in the material world, doesn't matter. I only want to serve you. continuously. I want your seva. Now, why do devotees ask for seva of Krishna and not Krishna himself? There's another secret that is revealed in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami says, Krishna is a supremely attractive personality or object of attraction for everyone. Krishna attracts everybody. And Krishna is a supreme object of attraction for everyone. The whole creation, everyone. But, so if Krishna is the object of attraction and is the most attractive, obviously he'll not be attracted to anyone else or anything else. He himself will not have any attraction for anybody else or anything else. But the paradox is, there is one thing which is attractive to Krishna and more attractive than Krishna. What is that? What is that? No, it's not Maya. Bhakti, devotional service. Devotional service is more attractive than Krishna. Devotional service is more powerful than Krishna. Devotional service is attractive to Krishna himself. Because Krishna is everything other than devotional service. Krishna is everything, including the devotees. Devotees are also Krishna's possessions only. Only thing Krishna doesn't have is devotional service. Because devotional service is only there with the devotees. Who can render service to Krishna? Only devotees can render. So, Krishna doesn't have devotional service. Therefore, devotional service is very attractive to Krishna. And devotional service is very pleasing to the heart. Because what is devotional service? Love. Devotional service to Krishna means love for Krishna. So that love is what Krishna wants. And that love that the devotees offer, Krishna doesn't possess that. Krishna has his love for his devotees that he liberally gives to his devotees. When devotees give him love, their love, he'll give his love to the devotees. But then Krishna sometimes thinks that one of his devotees, particularly Radharani, she experiences more happiness in serving him than he experiences happiness in reciprocating with Radharani when she serves him. So he's always wondering, what is it that Radharani is experiencing which is more happiness than what I experience? Because Krishna is unlimited person. So his happiness also is unlimited. And he has the happiness of every devotee serving him. He's not lacking. He's got unlimited devotees. So unlimited happiness because they are unlimitedly serving him in the spiritual world. So everything is unlimited. No. Variety, unlimited. Because devotees, varieties of devotees are unlimited. And devotees are continuously serving him eternally. So even that each variety is unlimited quantity. So what is Krishna lacking then? Lacking something which Radharani experiences, which he is unable to experience. What happiness Radharani experiences when she serves Krishna, Krishna is unable to experience that happiness when he reciprocates with Radharani. Because what Radharani experiences, I'll end with this, it's time up, 2 more minutes. What Radharani experiences as happiness, Krishna cannot experience that because Radharani is in her position as a devotee, a servitor of Krishna, a servant of Krishna. And Krishna in his position is the Lord of his devotee. Is the Lord of the devotee. And he reciprocates with the devotee as the Lord. So therefore, Krishna, in order to taste what Radharani experiences, he himself takes the form of a devotee, and that form is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna has unlimited devotees. So which form will he appear? Which devotee's form will he appear? As which devotee's form? The topmost devotee, because she experiences the topmost happiness in serving Krishna. She wants to taste that. So therefore, Krishna appears in the mood of Radharani as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is serving Krishna like Radharani. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a very unique personality in that he is Radha and he is Krishna. He is Krishna in the form of a devotee. Which devotee? Radharani. So, eternal truth is Krishna is present as Krishna eternally. Radharani is present as Radharani eternally. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present as Chaitanya eternally. All eternal truths, eternal existence, eternal reality. So this is a little even more difficult to understand than so far whatever I have explained. So by Krishna's grace, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, Prabhupada's mercy, slowly as we practice Krishna consciousness and here we can understand these things. I'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Few announcements. We're going to have Srila Prabhupada Ashraya test. There's a ceremony called Ashraya ceremony for those who are seriously interested in practicing Krishna consciousness systematically. So to come to the stage of being able to chant 16 rounds following 4 regulative principles and following all the necessary instructions of Prabhupada to become his initiated disciple. So we have this Ashrayas program. So you can talk to devotees and they'll tell you what this Ashraya program is, those who don't know. So we'll be having Prabhupada Ashraya test for those who are participating in the Ashraya ceremony on 28th of April, Sunday, next month, 28th April. So you have to prepare for this. So the preparation begins now. So please contact temple devotees for more details, those who are interested.